These are the best drop spots in Fortnite Chapter 2 Remix that will always get you full shield off spawn, great weapons, some movement, and set you up to win almost every game. If you're grinding ranked, trying to earn in cash cups, or just want to win more games and not die off spawn, then pay attention because this is for you. I'm covering the top 5 best drop spots in depth, and make sure to see drop spot number 5 because it is unbelievably good. Starting with drop spot number 1, you want to land at the dog pound for Snoop's mythic drum gun, and here's the loot path you should always take. Take this chest on the roof to be the first player with loot, then drop down on the other side of the building and follow this exact loot path for 5 chests off spawn. You can grab this chest too if there's no real players nearby, then start your fight with Snoop Dogg. After you eliminate him, grab the mythic drum gun and open his vault for the most stacked loot in the game. Because of how OP this drop spot is, it might be contested more this season. So for a low-key drop with just as much loot, here is drop spot number 2, which is at the rig. The mythic kaboom bow is pretty good to have, and it has less players dropping here than most of the POIs, so here's the best loot path possible. You always want to land at building 3 as it has the most amount of chests in a small area. There's 5 you can get inside, so start by looting the 2 chests on the top floor. Then go down and check for these 2 in these spots. Then check under the stairs for the last chest. There's also a shadow chest you can get by knocking a guard and scanning his face. After that, start to fight T and Tina. Once you eliminate her, open the vault to get even more insane loot, then drop down to the water and take this rift into the map. Onto our top 3 drop spots. It's hard to find a better loot path than here is spot 3 in the yacht. We want Meowdus's mythic AR, which is one of the best guns in the game, so here's how you want to get it. You always want to land as high up as possible to be the first one with a gun, and after getting this chest, you drop down to get another here, then loot a third behind this cat door. We are pushing the boss with only 3 chests to get it done quickly, but if there are other players with you, make sure you have a shotgun first. Drop down to kill the boss quickly, or play height to be safe. But once you finish Meowdus, you want to crouch through the vents in the bottom and unlock the vault to get completely stacked for the rest of the game. Before I show you my personal favorite spot in all of Chapter 2 Remix, you need to see the best low-key drop spot that will virtually never get contested at drop spot 4, this unnamed farm. It's right outside of the dog pound, which means you can third-party the vault for amazing loot without having to fight off spawn for it. You get a good amount of chests starting with 4 in this house on the eastern side, then you get 3 more chests in the middle of the POI, and finally, you get 3 more on the other side for a total of 10 chests in just a few seconds. You can also find a car here for perfect mobility and an easy rotate to the vault at the dog pound, which should be just about to be captured. Which brings us to my favorite spot in all of Fortnite's newest chapter, drop spot 5. This building in Steamy Stacks. The reason it's so overpowered is that you can always clean up the yacht without ever getting challenged there, making this the most free loot path in the entire game. You can find up to 6 chests in this first building, and after you loot up and heal, you take a zipline over to here with a few more chest spawns before you climb onto the yacht and collect your in-game loot. Unless this is right at the start of the battle bus path, you should never get challenged here, and even if it is a hot drop, most people will go to the yacht, letting you clean up for one of the most OP guns. If you like this video, you'll probably like this one too. Stay chillin', Llama Squad.